In May 2019, the US government made a seismic move by blacklisting Huawei, one of the world's largest technology companies. This decision wasn't just a headline, it sent shockwaves through the entire global tech industry, raising questions and fears about the future of international business, innovation, and digital connectivity. Overnight, the news rattled stock markets and left tech executives scrambling to assess the fallout. Around the world, employees at tech companies watched anxiously, realizing that the rules of the game had changed in an instant. The ban effectively severed Huawei's ties with American firms, most notably Google. This was a devastating blow, as Google's software and services were crucial for Huawei's global smartphone business, especially outside of China. Suddenly, new Huawei phones couldn't ship with Google mobile services, the backbone of the Android experience outside China. For millions of users, this meant their devices would lack the familiar apps and seamless integration they had come to rely on. Essential apps like the Play Store, Maps, Gmail, and YouTube vanished from Huawei's international devices, making them feel incomplete to millions. For many, these apps weren't just conveniences, they were necessities for daily life, work, and staying connected. Analysts around the world predicted Huawei's global collapse, expecting the company to retreat and focus solely on its home market in China. Headlines speculated about the end of Huawei's international ambitions and the shrinking of its influence. But instead of folding under pressure, Huawei responded with determination. The company launched an ambitious plan. If it couldn't participate in the established digital world, it would build a new one from the ground up, reimagining what was possible. This bold move would not only decide Huawei's fate, but also had the potential to reshape the entire smartphone industry, challenging the dominance of established players and opening the door to new possibilities. The stage was set for a dramatic battle of survival and innovation, with the world watching to see if Huawei could turn crisis into opportunity and redefine the future of technology. Losing Google mobile services was a devastating blow for Huawei, shaking the very foundation of its global smartphone ambitions. Overnight, the company found itself cut off from the essential software ecosystem that millions of users around the world relied on every day. GMS isn't just a collection of apps, it's the invisible glue powering notifications, maps, secure logins, and countless background services that make modern smartphones feel seamless and connected. Without it, even the most advanced hardware can feel incomplete. When Huawei launched its new phones, like the Mate 30 series, the devices boasted cutting-edge cameras and sleek designs, but they lacked access to the world's most popular apps, YouTube, Gmail, Google Maps, and more, leaving users with a beautiful shell, but missing the heart of the smartphone experience. For many, the frustration was immediate. Users couldn't easily download Facebook, WhatsApp, or even their banking apps. Everyday tasks became complicated, and workarounds were clunky or unreliable. As if losing Google wasn't enough, the US sanctions soon expanded, cutting off Huawei's access to advanced chips from suppliers like TSMC. This meant that not only was the software ecosystem in jeopardy, but the very hardware powering Huawei's innovation was at risk. Huawei now faced a two-front crisis: no Google software and no cutting-edge hardware. The company's future in the global smartphone market seemed to hang by a thread, with both its technological edge and user experience under threat. The company moved quickly to reassure existing customers that their old devices would keep working, promising continued support and updates. But for new buyers, the uncertainty was palpable, and many wondered if Huawei could survive this storm. To survive, Huawei needed a radical solution, one that would convince users and developers to take a leap of faith. The company's engineers and leaders began brainstorming, searching for ways to build a new ecosystem from scratch and to inspire confidence in a world without Google. The odds were daunting, and the pressure was immense, but Huawei was determined to try, drawing on its culture of resilience and innovation to chart a new path forward. The world watched as the company attempted the impossible, wondering if the tech giant could not only survive, but perhaps even reinvent itself in the face of unprecedented adversity. Huawei's answer was to build its own digital ecosystem from scratch. Enter Huawei Mobile Services, or HMS, a full suite of apps and developer tools designed to replace Google's offerings. HMS Core provided the building blocks for app creators, location, payments, notifications, and more. Huawei invested billions, offering incentives and support to attract developers worldwide. Alongside HMS, Huawei introduced Harmony OS, a unified operating system for phones, wearables, and smart devices. Early versions of Harmony OS kept some Android compatibility, but the long-term goal was total independence. This pivot transformed Huawei from a hardware giant into a full-stack tech powerhouse. It was a risky, expensive move, but the only way forward. Huawei was determined to control its own digital destiny. With HMS in place, Huawei tackled the challenge of replacing Google's most popular apps. Petal Maps launched as a robust alternative to Google Maps, offering real-time navigation and traffic. Huawei Browser and Huawei Mobile Cloud replaced Chrome and Google Drive, keeping users' data secure and accessible. Petal Search became a powerful tool for finding news, images, and, crucially, apps from across the web. Huawei Music, Huawei Video, and MeTime filled the gaps left by YouTube Music, Google TV, and Google Meet. By building a comprehensive suite of native apps, Huawei ensured new users had everything they needed out of the box. The company wasn't just copying Google, it was creating a self-sufficient digital world. Huawei's ecosystem was taking shape, one app at a time. At the heart of Huawei's new world is the App Gallery, its answer to the Play Store and App Store. Huawei rapidly expanded App Gallery, courting developers and onboarding thousands of global and local apps. It's now the world's third-largest app marketplace, offering everything from banking to entertainment. Security became a key selling point, with a 4-layer detection system to keep apps safe. Curated collections and editorial picks made discovery easy and engaging. Petal Search was integrated to help users find apps not yet in App Gallery, guiding them to trusted sources. This hybrid approach smoothed the transition for millions, ensuring users could always find what they needed. App Gallery's rapid growth proved Huawei could compete on the global stage. Despite Huawei's progress, many users still wanted Google Apps. The tech community responded with clever workarounds. Gbox, available in App Gallery, creates a virtual space to run Google apps like YouTube and Maps. For advanced users, MicroG and the Aurora Store offer deeper integration, enabling Google account sign-in and push notifications. These solutions aren't official, but they bridge the gap for users who need both Huawei's hardware and Google's services. The result: a flexible experience where users choose how to access the apps they want. It's not perfect, but it's a testament to the adaptability of Android and the ingenuity of developers. For many, Huawei's devices now offer the best of both worlds. Even with workarounds, some challenges remain. High-security apps like Google Pay and certain banking services require Google's safety net, which Huawei devices can't pass. Some banking apps refuse to run, and Tap to Pay is often unavailable. Push notifications for some apps can be delayed or inconsistent, especially in virtual environments. These issues are less common now, but they're still hurdles for users who rely on seamless payments and instant alerts. For most tasks, Huawei's ecosystem works smoothly, but a few frontiers remain. The digital world is more fragmented than ever, shaped by politics as much as technology. Huawei's response to US sanctions didn't just save the company, it set off a chain reaction that would ripple across the entire global technology industry. When the world watched as Huawei faced unprecedented restrictions, many expected the company to falter. Instead, Huawei doubled down on innovation, investing heavily in research and development, and reimagining what was possible for a tech giant under pressure. The impact of Huawei's struggle was felt far beyond China's borders. As the company adapted, it forced the world to reconsider the balance of power in technology and challenge the dominance of established players. By building a third ecosystem with Harmony OS, Huawei broke the long-standing Android-iOS duopoly. For years, these two operating systems controlled nearly every smartphone on the planet. Huawei's bold move proved that new contenders could rise, even in the face of adversity. This breakthrough inspired other companies and even entire countries to pursue digital independence. Governments began to realize the risks of relying on a single foreign technology provider and started investing in their own digital infrastructure and software ecosystems. Harmony OS and Huawei Mobile Services introduced real competition, pushing Google and Apple to innovate faster and offer more to their users. The App Store landscape became more dynamic, with developers now considering a third major platform. For consumers, this meant more choice than ever before. People could now pick devices and software that best suited their needs, rather than being limited to just two options. The global tech landscape became more diverse, vibrant, and competitive. Other Chinese tech giants like Xiaomi and Oppo took notice. They began investing in their own operating systems and software platforms, preparing for a future where no one would be dependent on Silicon Valley's technology. This shift is reshaping the entire industry, as companies worldwide rethink their strategies. What was meant to cripple Huawei instead sparked a wave of innovation and resilience. The company's determination became a symbol of how adversity can drive progress, not just for one business, but for an entire sector. Today, Huawei continues to launch cutting-edge devices, powered by its own ecosystem. Its products are now seen as a testament to the power of adaptation and self-reliance. Huawei's journey is a powerful reminder that in the world of technology, crisis often leads to the most profound and unexpected change. The company's story is far from over, and its influence on the tech landscape will be felt for years to come.